Welcome, everybody, to Power Talk 3. We are here to encourage, inspire, and empower. The motto of Power Talk is speakers have to speak. Les Brown, the legendary motivational speaker, said the storyteller will change the trajectory of the world. And it has been the power of the storyteller that has endured through time itself. So right now we have some powerful speakers who are going to come and share their inspiration, their story, their purpose, and their passion with you and with all of us to ensure that we keep on keeping on the road to our destiny and our purpose. So with that being said, everybody, welcome to Power Talk 3. I am your host. I am your professor of positivity, Dr. John Gray. And it is my pleasure to bring this platform to you where we bring speakers who will speak life, hope, power, and inspiration and purpose into your life. And hopefully your spirit is touched. And when you're finished, when you hear these words, you can say, okay, I got to move on my purpose. No more questions asked. I'm moving on my purpose. So here's what I want you to do. And by the way, shout out to my nephew. The sounds that you are hearing, they are original. That was an original piece from my nephew, Larry Gray Jr., Sounds of Larry G. I said, nephew, I need a beat that's going to speak to the vibe of what I want to be about with my summits. He said, Unc, I got you. So shout out to Larry Gray Jr. Hit him up on Instagram of Sounds of Larry G. If you need some theme music, he got you covered. So what I want you to do now, I want you to just give me that hometown shout out. This is what I like doing because, you know, I want to reach the globe. I want to reach the masses. So what I want you to do is, and by the way, I want us to be interactive. Give me that hometown shout out. Let me know where you repping from. I want to hear from you, and I want you to be engaged. Power Talk Nation. Yes, Dr. Angie. Speakers speak life into others. Yes, indeed. Like, care, and share. The best thing you can do right now is to share this on your platform and tell somebody they need to come on in and hear this life-changing stuff that's about to happen. Because I guarantee you, somebody's life is going to be changed. I remember speaking to somebody and they were talking about some of the things they wanted to do. You know what they said? They said, listen to Power Talk 2. It made me move into action. And that's what we're about. Reverend Kevin, good afternoon, brother. Good day to you. How you doing? And here's my sister right here. One of the most inspirational people and supportive people I've ever met. Talofa to you, my sister. Pele inspires. That is my sister right there. South Jersey is in the house. Yes, South Jersey is in the house. All right. I think we got Richmond, Virginia in the house. Talk to me. Yeah, we got Richmond, Virginia in the house. And yeah, and cheering on for my family from Las Vegas. We got Vegas in the house. Yes. I am looking forward to this. And without further ado, family, we gonna get into this. We're gonna get into this because we have our first speaker coming up. Our first speaker who will be coming to the stage with us will be Joe Kolar. I can't wait to hear Joe's story. I can't wait to hear what Joe has for us. And what I'm gonna do is, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring him to the stage right now. What's up, Joe?
Thank you, John. Appreciate it. How are you keeping?
I'm well, man. I appreciate you.
Just to let you know, Mexico's in the house.
Mexico is in the house, y'all. We got Mexico in the house, and I'm gonna put that name up there. We got Joe. Got Joe up there. There you go. There we go. All right, so Joe, here's what we do, man. You know, I thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, Joe is a motivational speaker. He is an author. He's a contributing author. As a matter of fact, let me put that on the screen real quick and do a split screen. He is one of the contributing authors in Power Talk, and is a collection of 20 voices of men who are bringing inspiration and encouragement and empowerment to the world. And Joe was the first one to jump on board. So Joe, thank you so much. And I know we're gonna hear a word that is going to be a blessing to us. So with that being said, Joe, the floor is yours, my friend.
Thank you very much, my friend. Let me introduce myself for a bit. Joe Koller is my name, as you can see it on the screen. I'm from a country called Slovakia in Europe. I am an entrepreneur, I am a single parent, I am a coach and a motivational speaker. When Dr. Gray offered me this opportunity to speak, I picked out a team pushing past your comfort zone. Little did I know at the time that I will be in Mexico on physical and spiritual journey and not want to do this talk that I'm doing it. We all have the paradigms. It doesn't matter that we are speakers, we are coaches, parents. You can serve to God, you can serve to whoever, you can do whatever you want. You will hit those times that you have to push yourself through. I would like to thank my coaches that I have, Dolly, John, Les Brown, for always inspiring me and pushing me on my journey. I want to especially thank this morning or afternoon, wherever you're watching from, to Larry Normal, which is a friend of ours that went through Power Voice and TIR with us. He put up a post today in the TIR graduates group where he shared his experience of from 12 years ago, where he hit the rock bottom in his life. And that got me thinking, hey, Dolly, that got me thinking and remembering my own journey that I went through as a single parent, as going through divorce, going through the bankruptcy. And I was thinking in a shower, that's my thinking place. I was thinking in a shower, I had the bad guy sitting on my shoulder telling you, Joe, you don't need to do this. They don't want to listen to you. They don't need to hear your story. But then when I read Larry's story, of course they do. Of course they want to hear your story because they need help. They need someone that you wish you had 7 or 8 years ago, where you were going through the worst cases, the worst experiences in your life. Then another thing hit me. Yeah, what you going to be talking about for 10 minutes? Of course, you have a lot. Every single person has a lot. Every single person is going through challenges. And as you wish to have someone that would guide you through, they wish to hear someone that went through the challenges as you did. Like I mentioned, single parenting, it's not hard, it's not easy. Shout out to all the single parents out there, and especially single moms, because I know how hard it is. I was raised by a single parent. I know how hard it is to start thing over. You have to push your through your comfort zone. It's simple but not easy though. It requires discipline. What is discipline? Discipline is what I learned from my mentors, giving yourself an order and follow it. Despite how hard it is, how much you don't want to do it, you're not doing it for yourself. You went through the challenge, you lived the story. I truly believe inside my heart that once the story is over, that you lived through it, your spiritual responsibility is to share it with the world. Partially, that's the reason why I became motivational speaker, why I became a mindset coach and mentor, why I am following beautiful and brilliant people as Dr. Grace, both of them, as people that I got a chance to know through Les Brown Circle, through John Tallarico Circle, through Dolly Sina's Circle. I was listening to Les Brown, which is an icon and role model for my life because he saved my life just before coming on. And Les is saying in one of his speeches, as you come to challenges in life, don't run from it, step towards it. That's where we grow. If you can remember some challenges in your life, be it with children, be it with partner, be it with business, be it with whatever you went through. Yes, it was hard in the beginning, but remember that beautiful feeling when you went through and you overcame that challenge, when you pushed yourself through and you did grow through it. Now, because of that experience, you are able to guide and help someone else. I mentioned in the beginning that I'm in Mexico on physical and spiritual journey. I was blessed to die physically and spiritually a couple of times this year. These experiences makes you rethink life, rethink what you're doing, how you're doing it, what you're going to leave behind. It got me thinking and asking myself question, are you happy? Joe, are you really doing what you love? What you going to leave behind when your time to depart this place will come? Now, I have a 9-year-old daughter. And when I heard John Tallarico asking himself, what are you going to tell your kids that you do for a living? Do you hustle? That's what I've done for all of my life. I was chasing money. I was chasing people. I was chasing career. That's not going to give you much. Yes, it's going to meet your physical needs, but how is it going to fill you from inside? Are you doing what you love? If you can, ask yourself a question. Do you spend the time that you have every single day doing what you love? Or is there wishful thinking that you should do or want to do something else? I want you to know that from my heart, I feel I am same as every single one of you watching. I started very humble. I started in a family of single mom. We had nothing. Uh, I didn't know that this thought will come to my mind. My first sneakers were hand-me-downs. They didn't even have sleeves and shoelaces, not sleeves, sorry, shoelaces. So I had to use the rope. But once you focus, once you set a goal in front of yourself and you want more for yourself, more for others, you'll gain internal drive that it will start pushing you, no matter what challenge is there. This is where I saw importance of a coach and a mentor in my life. And guys, as I read Larry's story, I wish I had a mentor in my life 7 years ago. I wish I would be part of these groups that I'm part of today. One that Dr. Grays are creating, another ones that most of us are member of, to surround ourselves with like-minded, like spiritually guided people to help each other grow. This is the reason why we speak. This is the reason why we coach and mentor people, because we've been there. We overcame that. One of my biggest paradigms was language. English is not my first language. I don't care anymore. People who wants to understand will understand your energy. They'll understand whatever message is there for them to be understood. I never done speech unprepared, to going with the flow. But as I was thinking in the shower, I thought when you would prepare a speech, it would come from your mind or from your brain. When you go with the flow, it's coming through your heart. Everything that I'm telling you at the moment, it's just coming to me through the experiences and through my heart. Thank you, Dolly. It is important to surround yourself with people that are like-minded like you. There's no judgment here. No judgment in this group. Pure love and help. This is what I am offering to you. I wrote down a note, Dr. Gray, and I am grateful to you for that. Somebody's life is going to be changed today. After me going through the hardest part of my life, which you can find on my Facebook page, few videos and few articles. This is why I do what I do. This is why I speak. This is why I coach and mentor, because I know how it feels. And I'm here to offer you a hand, offer you a help, offer you a talk, whatever you want, whatever you need on your journey. As I was afraid that I'm not going to be able to speak for 10 minutes, my 10 minutes is almost coming up. I would like to finish my 10 minutes speech with gratitude for all of you that allowed me to go through my physical and spiritual process over the last year and a half that I am in your presence. And I'm offering my help to whoever needs it. You can reach me through social medias, through joecaller.com. You can use the opportunity to have a call with me for half an hour, no charge. I've been blessed in my life. I'm passing that forward. You're muted, Dr. John.
Yeah, I was thinking about what you were talking about, and it was just so heartfelt. It just came from that heartfelt place. Thank you so much. Because we do need to realize that the things we say first and foremost got to come from our heart. They got to, who are we? Because the Bible says out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks.
Yes.
So thank you so much for coming here today. Thank you for going first. Thank you for speaking from your heart.
Appreciate
and thank
it.
you for being a blessing and add inspiration and value to the lives of listeners. Once again, give us the website so people can find out how to connect with you.
It's as you see my name, but it's www.joecoller.com.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much. And you are in Mexico. Enjoy Mexico, my friend. And thank you so much for taking this time to add value to this summit and to the lives of people. And be safe. Godspeed. God bless you. And thank you, Joe, so much for everything that you bring to humanity.
Anytime, my friend.
Thank you,
for
my
inviting
friend.
me.
Amen. I love it. I love it. I love it. Throw those hearts up for Joe Kolar, everybody. Throw those hearts up for Joe Kolar. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Tion Singletary. There you go. I love it. Love it. Love it. I do too, brother. And we are going to keep going because we have another speaker coming, and it is my privilege and honor to bring her to the platform right now. And Andrea Adams, she's going to come to the stage, and she's a mom of 4. She loves reading and dancing, picture taking, and roller coasters. Oh, God bless you, sis. I can't do all of that. No, I can't do all of that. She finds complete tranquility in savory foods and beautiful sceneries, whether on the big city lights or by a lake in the woods. She is a co-founder of KEG, which stands for Knowledge, Empowerment, and Growth Book Club. And she enjoys sipping wine and chatting with some of her favorite guys and gals about a good book. She is an entrepreneur by heart and is the founder of Adornami, a line of virgin hair extensions, eyelashes, jewelry, etc. The concept was formed when she asked God to lay a name on her heart that reflects self-love. It took her many years to adorn herself and recognize that one of her purposes is to promote self-love and self-confidence. She is an international coaching federation coach in training to become a wellness and empowerment coach, and will also specialize in emotional intelligence and master spirit life coaching. She has shared her story of her journey through her childhood in an anthology called Women Across Borders, Soaring to Greater Heights. She co-authored with several other women who shared how they were able to show resilience in adverse circumstances. She has an innate love for people and participates in the A21 Walk for Freedom, which is about abolishing slavery everywhere, forever. Is an organization that aims to eradicate human trafficking through awareness, intervention, and aftercare. It is my pleasure and my privilege to welcome my sisters to the stage, Andrea R. Adams, and I'm going to bring her on right now. How are you?
I am tremendous.
Welcome to Power Talk 3, and I am anxiously awaiting the word that you have for me and the rest of our hearers. And what I'm going to do is, once again, thank you so much for being here, and the floor is yours.
Oh, thank you so much, Dr. John Gray. Thank you. I'm so privileged today to be part of this summit with these amazing speakers. If you all are as excited as I am, I want you to drop some flames in the chat right now. I want to see some flames in the chat, please, because what you're going to get today is going to add some amount of value to your life, even if it's one word. So I want you to say to yourself, repeat after me, say, I will show up every day. I will show up for myself every day. You know, it is sad that a lot of us, we just tiptoe through life to death's door and we never really show up for ourselves. What does showing up for ourselves really mean? Many of us, we die at age 21 and we're buried by age 65 without even understanding what is our why, what drives us. Today, I'm just encouraging you. Just connect to your why. Connect to what drives you. You see, what is connection actually? You might ask, Andrea, what is connecting to my why? How can I connect to my why? connection is actually a form of integrating. Connection is actually a form of bonding. Connection actually helps you to understand why you're doing what you're doing. You see, I'm going to tell you a little story. My great mentor, Les Brown, said, you don't tell a story without a point, and you don't make a point without a story. So I saw this video with this guy. He was giving a speech to an audience, and he asked someone in the audience to sing a song. So the guy, he sang that song, and he said, "You know what? I'm now going to I'm going to explain to you why is it I'm asking you to sing that song." So he said, just think of someone that you love that might have passed away, or think of someone that you love so much that you can't even bear the thought of losing them, and sing that same song for me again. Man, he sang that song and he blew the audience away. The reason why he did that, it's because he understood why he was doing what he was doing. We need to connect. When you have a relationship, especially a new relationship, you want to connect. You want to understand that person. And in order for anything to grow, you have to have connection. You cannot pull up or uproot a plant from the soil because it will not grow. It will not be connected with the soil. And so it is with our relationship. So it is with our why. Today, type in the box, get naked. I want you to get naked with your why. Become intimate with your why. Get to the core of what really drives you. How do I do this? You have to ask yourself provoking questions. You have to ask yourself questions like, why do I do what I do? Why do I do what I do? And also, just as important, equally important, is why don't I do certain things? Because they're inactions, they're things that we don't do that we should be doing. And all of that is tied to our why. Now, ask yourself questions like, be true with yourself. Who am I? What drives me? What do I like? Equally important, what don't I like? Because if you don't understand why you are doing what you are doing, if you do not connect to your why, you will never understand. You will be playing a game of checkers, just going from one slot to the other, living one day to another. No, 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 no. It's game time. It's time to play some chess. So show up for yourself today as the king or the queen that you are. It's game time. It's time for strategy. It's time to understand why you're doing what you're doing. Ask yourself questions like, am I contributing to humanity? Am I contributing in a way that I would love to? Ask yourself questions about your relationships. Am I doing my part? And I'm talking about with your children, with your spouse, with your workmate, whoever it is. Every relationship is important because everyone around you and the persons you surround yourself with determines the quality of life that you have. And as my great mentor said, practice OQP, only quality people. So you definitely have to assess your relationships. It's equally important in understanding and connecting with your why. So I just want you to remember that no matter what you do, just show up for yourself. Even when no one is applauding for you, I want you to type in the chat box, I will show up for myself even when no one is applauding. Yes, even if no one understands why you do what you do, you just do it because at the end of the day, you know that you have a journey, you know that you have goals. And even though there are times that you may not know how you're going to get there, it's definitely absolutely no one's business but God's business. All you're supposed to do is understand why you're doing what you're doing. And yes, days may come when you may be thrown by the storms of life. The winds of the storm may throw you down. But as Les Brown says, if you fall down and you can look up, then you can get up. So if you know and you can understand your why and you connect with your why, trust me, you will be propelled to stand up and get up and keep going because your why fuels you. Now, remember, you are the main character in your own life story. You need to show up for yourself. Stop playing the role of an extra. You need to take the helm of the ship and steer it to your destination because you are the leading character in your own life story. Say, I will define, I will show up for myself. Every day, get up and reconnect with your why. Continue to ask yourself questions that will provoke you and stir you up and refuel you and connect. Just keep connecting to what gets you there. Is it my children? Where does my purpose lie? Where does my why lie? Is it in my family? Is it in relationships? Most times our purpose lies in what is it that we can do for others. Our why lies with others because when we understand that we have a greater purpose and a greater calling, we have something to show up for. I encourage you to never be defeated by the storms, to always practice gratitude. Ensure that you practice boundaries because in order for you to be the best you have to understand that I must create boundaries for myself. And also you must respect other people's boundaries. But whatever you do, connect, bond, become intimate, become naked with your why. And when you continue to understand what you are doing and why you are doing what you're doing, you will be a force to be reckoned with. I just thank you guys so much for just taking the time out to listen to us. There's so many other speakers that are coming up, and just stay around and grab all the nuggets that you can, and just remember to show up for yourself today.
Wow. Wow. Yes. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Andrea, thank you so much. Thank you so much for bringing that fire and bringing in. It's almost like when I was listening to Joe, I know that it was coming straight from a place of the heart.
Yes.
It was coming straight from that place of the heart. So thank you so much. I'm here.
Thank you too.
Tell people how they can connect with you.
Okay, so I can be reached at, I have one link for all my pages, which is Linktree /Adornami, which is ADORNAMI. So it's linkt.ree/Adornami. And you will be able to book your coaching calls or any other information about my webpage. Everything is there in one single link.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I want you to throw those hearts up, Facebook family, for Andrea and Joe, who kicked us off. I'm throwing those hearts up. Throw those hearts up for Andrea and Joe for starting us off on this inspirational and motivational journey. Andrea, once again, thank you so much for the value that you added, the inspiration that you brought, and for the encouragement that you gave people with your words. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Andrea Adams. And I'm so glad that her and Joe set us off on this inspirational journey. And they are definitely power talking. They are definitely power talking. Yes, yes, yes. So what I would like to do is I would like to bring up my next speaker, who is going to be talking about the power of the positive mindset. The power of the positive mindset. And I've had the chance to interview my friend Joanna previously. I call her the emotional first responder. So Joanna, I'm hearing a little feedback back there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say hello to you. And how are you?
I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm doing awesome. I am doing great. Welcome to Power Talk 3.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
My pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the floor and give it to you. Joanna is a motivational speaker. She's a coach. She is an overall inspiration. Her purpose is to simply encourage, inspire, empower, and she does that in a heartfelt way. And the theme that you're going to see throughout, you're going to hear the heart and the passion coming from these speakers. So Joanna, the floor is now yours.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. It's a beautiful Saturday morning here in Southern California, and I'm so grateful to be here with you guys. Definitely. Thank you, John. It was the most amazing experience to be on your first show, your first podcast, and that was just the beginning of your rise. So I want to thank you for all the good work you're doing out there for the world, one person at a time. And I'm so grateful that I heard the beating of my heart about my true desire and listened to the intuition to which my higher power has given me. And I'm really grateful. So I'm just going to share with you guys a little bit about my story. I hit rock bottom in 2014 with addiction, and then I've had a rise since then. I'm a very happy person now because of mindset. I was introduced to mindset by the wonderful John Tellerico, who led us on a journey of a 6-month mindset course, which changed the course of my life and many of our colleagues with the Les Brown Power Voice system. Now, there's one thing I want to share with you guys today. You're enough. You are powerful. You are innately allowed to do whatever you want, whenever you want, wherever you want. They've told me on several occasions recently, my mentors, put on your mask first. Now, I understood that concept in my head, but I never really truly understood that concept in my heart. In recovery, we talk about how we don't let the outside world in. We don't let any person, place, thing, or situation affect how we view ourselves or the world around us. It's very important that you guys understand one thing. You are strong, you are worthy, you are worth it. You can do anything you set your mind to, and don't let anything outside of yourself thwart you. That's step number one. Number two, listen. Listen to your higher power. Listen to your intuition. It is God given to you to understand. You need to listen. That's one thing that this world lacks, is we're worrying about what is that other person saying? What is this other person saying about us? Are we getting the attention that we need? Of course, someone mentioned that earlier on one of the speeches. We should not care what people think of us. As a man thinketh, so he does. When I fell in 2014, the one quote that I think of, and it's been said several times, if you fall, fall on your back. Because if you can look up, you can get up. Know this, that if you tell yourself with a hangnail that you're going to die, you're going to die. The mind is a very important organ. It's what they call an action organ. And so I really want to encourage everyone, listen to your intuition. Listen to that voice that's inside that you shoved down and not let be free. Fly. We're put on this earth for a reason. There's another saying, Les Brown says, the grave is a very, very expensive place. And the reason why it's an expensive place is that is where dreams die. People don't listen to their inner voice. They're listening to their higher power, listen to their God, listen to their spirituality. They don't think positive thoughts. 85% of our thoughts are negative. 85%. I've been taught by Ian Harvey. Ian Harvey is an awesome coach. He tells me block, delete. And then also there's a book called Boundaries by Henry Cloud and Townsend. It also talks about, in general, a good boundary is not letting the bad in, only keeping the bad out, only letting the good in. And this is something that we need to understand as a society. People do good and bad things. So we need to choose life. We need to choose joy. We need to choose peace. We need to choose positive thinking. In order to have something new, you have to take the old out and replace it with the new. And two things cannot occupy the same space at the same time. You know, we've heard these things. It's important that we listen to ourselves, listen to our higher power, listen to our nudges, listen to the light bulb going on. Are you happy? Are you smiling? My mentor, Michelle Mupo, says, don't think, just do. If the world just did good things and had joy and had peace and thought properly, it would be a different place. We shouldn't have any competition with each other. That's how wars start. We are all the same. We're born on the same earth, and we need to make the best of our situations. We need to get out of victimization, and we need to rise to championship. I've been able to break through a lot of the old thought processes because I have invested in myself. And that's the third thing. I want you guys to understand you have to invest in yourself in order to get better. You are worth it. You are worthy. You need to have talk that says, I'm wonderful. I'm beautifully made. I could do anything I want. Who cares what other people think of you? You're beautifully and wonderfully made. I just wanted to thank Dr. John Gray. I want to thank Mr. Les Brown. I want to thank John Tellerico. I want to thank Michelle Mupo. I want to thank Mupo Entertainment. This is where we all can go. It is limitless. Our opportunities are limitless. The only thing that limits us is ourselves. We are our worst enemy. I'm going to end on this. I love you for who you are. I celebrate you. I celebrate your strengths. I celebrate what you think you need to be. Love yourself first. Put on your mask. Think positive. Don't let anybody in there that doesn't deserve to be in this, because this is beautiful. I want to thank everyone that has helped my rise. Shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you will land among the stars. What a beautiful day. I wake up. I wake up in joy and peace in my heart every day because I think right and I have a positive attitude. Thank you, John.
Oh my goodness, Joanna, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And this means a lot to me. I'm gonna tell you why, because you were my first guest on my Power Positivity broadcast. You were my first. And I was like, wow, I love her spirit. I love her spirit. And thank you so much for bringing your passion, your heart, and your inspiration to all of us. Thank you so much. And how can folks connect with you? How can they reach you?
Yes, I'm on Mupo TV. My show is going to be called JoJo's Mojo. You guys are more than welcome to hop on Mupo TV. We have a program where you can start your own show. If anybody wants to reach out to me, DM me. We have a great special going on. I'm also the executive assistant to Mupo Entertainment, and only because of my mindset changed. And you can get me on Joanna Bricker Clyer on Facebook. I also have a side page, JoJo's Mojo. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram, Jojo Clyer. And you can reach me on TikTok, because sometimes I'll do some dances. So look for me there. And I'm going to live the life and just let's blow the roof off. The roof is on fire.
Live the life. One of my inspirations was the late Miles Monroe. And he always would say, so much potential is in the graveyard, because people left this earth and they took their potential with them, and they robbed humanity of their gift. So thank you so much for reminding us that we just got to walk in our potential and purpose.
Thank you so much, John. Have a great rest of the beautiful day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, that was my good friend, Joanna Bricker Clyer. Thank you so much. And this is just an awesome, awesome summit so far. And our next presenter is actually having some difficulty. He had a power outage. He had a power outage where he was, and he's connected with me on Facebook Messenger on his phone, let me know that they had a power outage. So he's working on getting that together. So what I would like to do is I would like to throw this on the screen real quick, because I do have a giveaway for you guys. For those of you who are here on this summit, I have a giveaway for you, and there we are. I have a free course to give you. I have a free course for you, and there is the link right there in the chat. I see Asan's coming back, and this is called Obstacles to Opportunities, because we all have obstacles. We all have obstacles, but the key to it is, how do you overcome your obstacles? How do you overcome them? And it is strategic, and it is a well-designed thing to be able to overcome all of the craziness that our obstacles can bring. So if you click that link, that is a free course for you, simply because you're here. Simply because you're here. Because listen, this is a $100 value, but I want to add value to your life. This course is free. So go to that link, and it is a self-paced course where you can literally take your time to get strategies and skills and hone your craft in terms of overcoming your obstacles. If that sounds like something that is valuable to you, please, by all means, go to that link, click that link. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to gift it. I want you to gift that link to somebody else. I'm giving you permission to gift that link. Cut and paste, put it on your platforms. Let everybody know that there is a way to overcome your obstacles. You are talking to the professor of positivity whose life started with obstacles. Literally, by losing my mother to breast cancer at 7 years old, I was thrown into a life of disarray and obstacles. But it is possible. Listen to me. You can overcome anything. That's the power of potential and the power of possibility. You can overcome anything. Literally, you can overcome anything. The self-limiting beliefs that we're so used to having is that there are things I just can't get past. My friends, you can overcome anything. So click that link, and I want you to send that link to somebody that you care about. Somebody you care about. Somebody, matter of fact, if you know somebody that's struggling, throw those hearts up. Because what we're doing, we're sending them some love too. If you know somebody that's struggling, that can use some inspiration, that can use a boost, I want you to throw those hearts up. I want you to copy and paste that link and say, I got something for you. Because our job is to change the world, not let people stay where they are. So if you need a boost, that link is for you. If you know somebody that's struggling, that link is for them. And I'm giving you permission. I'm giving you copyright permission to cut and paste that link and send it to everybody you know that needs some encouragement. That's our job as inspirers of the world. My brother is back on here. All right, here. My brother is back on here, and I am so glad, because guess what? You know, we deal with things. We don't know the things that we always deal with, but guess what? Some things we just have to just say, Lord, I'm going to let you fix it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my brother Asan on the stage, because guess what? He's going to be talking about pursuing your passion. Hey, brother, how you doing? Can you hear me? Okay, I see your camera.
Yes, can you hear me?
I see you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
All righty. Okay, so I hope that I know you're dealing with an outage over there, man. So thank you for your perseverance, for even staying the course. And
Definitely.
so I want to, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to my brother Asan, and he is going to talk to us about pursuing our passion. And I know this brother's going to bring us some encouragement, because he is an encouraging brother. He's encouraging, he's positive, and that's just what he's about. And what I would like to say, man, is thank you so much for being a part of this Power Talk Summit. Thank you so much.
Definitely,
And guess what, my friend? The floor is yours.
Thank you so much. It is a pleasure being here. I can tell you, starting off, it was a rough start. There's an outage, and I had to swing by just to get internet service. But you know what? When you're pursuing your passion, nothing gets in the way. So let's get this show on the road. First of all, my name is Asen Esme, and I'll be speaking to you today about the topic, pursuing your passion with purpose. Now, they say the mind is like a parachute. It works best if it is open. So for the next couple of minutes, I'm just going to make one small request. All I ask is that you have an open mind, because I'm going to share some concepts with you, and I know you'd be able to find value in what I'm saying. Now, when you look at that topic, there are two main words that kind of stands out to me. One is pursuing, and the other one, passion. Now, to put things into perspective, the great Mark Twain once said, there are two very important days in a person's life. The day they were born and the day they realized why they were born. And I realized that particularly why I was born. You see, that was the day my dad passed away and went to meet God and the angels. No preparation, didn't expect it. It was just sudden, just like that. And in the midst of this painful experience, it brought me to a rude awakening. It was a wake-up call. You see, I say that just to say this. We don't have forever. We don't have all day. We can't continue through life nonchalant, just happy-go-lucky. Just going like, it's just life. But guess what? We have to make a decision at that point in time to say, regardless of what we are faced with, regardless of the obstacles, we are still going to pursue our passion. And I say that just for you to understand the magnitude behind this thing. I'll share a few concepts with you. But before I get deep into it, I want to ask you a question. Are you truly happy with the way that you're living? Are you living to your full potential? I mean, 100%, giving it your all. What do you do? What is it that motivates you? That wake up in the morning, you jump out of bed and you only have one decision, and that's just to get it done. What makes you happy? I'd like to, when you're in pursuit of something, it doesn't matter what gets in your way, regardless of your obstacles. I want to paint a picture to you. Picture a greyhound at the tracks, getting ready to go racing. The minute the bell goes off, there's only one thing that comes to his mind, and it's catching that rabbit. He doesn't care about the dogs on the left, dogs on the right, or nothing what's going on. He is focused. One thing, I gotta catch this rabbit before everybody else does. On another perspective, picture a police officer. He has the opportunity to catch a bad guy, and he's chasing him on the highway. It doesn't matter which intersection or what he's faced with. He's gonna get this bad guy. When you're pursuing something, you have to stay focused. Don't let the naysayers, don't let anyone or anything get in your way. Nothing. After all that's said and done, you should have one focus, and that's purposing and moving towards that goal to execute regardless of what you're faced with. And I'll say this to you as it relates to passion. Out of millions of people in this world, everyone has their own unique fingerprint. Think about it. What nobody else. You're totally special, by all means necessary. Tendency of getting caught up in the competitive mindset, competing when we need to stay in the creative mindset, where we're not competing with what's already created. Think about it. You have the ability to create your own dreams, your own lifestyle, whatever it is that you desire, you have the ability to do it. Some of the answers that we seek are inside, deep inside your core. I want you to say to yourself, if I want to be free, I have to be me. Not the me who your friends or anyone else thinks you should be. Not the me who society wants you. You have to be true to yourself. And in closing, I'd like to leave you with this. It's a wonderful quote by Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find true strength. The answers are inside, my friend. It's all inside. 90% up on the surface. So I'll say that inside you, there's an iceberg, but sometimes you have to dig deep while you're pursuing your passion. Get your scuba gear ready, go search for it. It's there waiting for you. What you're seeking is also seeking you. Thank you very much, John. Appreciate it.
Asan, thank you so much, man. I admire your tenacity and perseverance, because you could have easily said, listen, I got a situation over here and I can't do it. But you said, no, he hit me up on message, said, I went to my neighbor's house. I moved my stuff over to my neighbor's house.
Brought everything over.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. And also, Asan is one of our contributing authors in our upcoming Power Talk book, Perspectives on Power, Passion, Perseverance, and Purpose. He is one of our contributing authors. So, Asan, thank you so much for your outstanding words of encouragement, inspiration to us. Thank you for adding value to the lives of our listeners, man. And I truly appreciate your perseverance and your tenacity this afternoon. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate you. Amen. That was my friend Asan Esme, and I thank him so much for adding value and inspiration to this Power Talk Summit. Like I said, he could have easily said, listen, I'm having some issues and I can't do it. And I can't do it. But he persevered. So I just want to just thank you so much once again for all you. I'm throwing up hearts for you guys. Because you guys are here and you are shouting out, and you're an encouragement to those who are presenting. And we feed off each other's energy. So what I would just like to say is, I would like to say to all my people who are on here, my sister Pele, Andrea, Yashika B, Angie, and who else do we have on here? Let me go up there. Coach Tion, who's coming up pretty soon. Eugenia Shuri, amen. I see my friend, somebody named Young Storm. There you go. And we have my friend Aaron Bailey on here. And so I thank you guys so much for coming up on here. And Andre Sampson, amen, amen. Thank you so much. And for all of you who are on here, I just want to share again. I was told that the link didn't show up that I put up here, but I did share it again. And I want to let you know that in the chat, I did put this link on here. So if you go to the chat, it's under Power Talk Nation. I did share it. Cut and paste that link. That is a free course to Obstacles to Opportunities. And this is the course right here. Obstacles to Opportunities. That is a free course. And I am giving you permission to cut and paste and send it to somebody else who needs some encouragement, who's dealing with obstacles as well. So I'm definitely giving you permission to go ahead and do that, because we all need some inspiration. We all need some encouragement, because we all face obstacles. The one thing we have in common is that we all face obstacles. We all face obstacles. So we're going to keep on moving on. And I have a giveaway. Yes. I have a giveaway. If you're ready for a giveaway, I need you to type in the chat, I'm ready. And Pele, I'm a little hesitant because you always winning stuff. You're always winning stuff. I'm a little hesitant. Pele Hunkin is always winning stuff. So if you're ready, if you are ready, say, yes, I'm ready for my free book. I have a book I'm giving away, y'all. My newest release, Above and Beyond. 8 things champions do to conquer their limits. If you want some strategies about the 8 things that champions do, where my champion hat? There we go. Let me get in the character. There you go. 8 things champions do to conquer their limits. If you want these strategies, I will send this book to you signed, autographed. Because listen, I'm gonna be famous, y'all. One day you go like, oh my goodness, this book worth something. Yeah, that's right. Get it now and get it for free because you're here. So I need to see you on the chat. Let me know if you're ready. Yes. Yashika B said, that's mine. I think I have Pele said this one out. Oh, she has it already. See, then you're gonna win, and you have to give it away to somebody else. All right. So you know how I do. You know how I get down, y'all. I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 50. 1 to 50. And the number that's closest is coming to you. And I need you to DM me your address. I don't want you to put your whole government on here. I don't want to put you out there like that. But I want you. There you go. We ready? So Yashika says 50. Okay, we got one. Yashika B says 50. Anybody else? I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 50. And I'm going to show you on the screen, so that way you don't think I'm just putting stuff up here. Andra, she says 39. Okay, so far we got 3, and no changing your numbers. You got 1 dib at this. We had somebody last time, they was throwing up all kinds of stuff. I'm like, hey, you put up 3 different numbers. Okay, Asan, 47. Pele, 27. See, I wish I had some Jeopardy music. I gotta remember to do the Jeopardy music. Dun, 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 dun. So let me go over the numbers again. We got Yashika B, the eclectic mindset motivator. He says 50. We got Andrea Adams, who awesome presentation today, Andrea. Awesome, powerful presentation today on connecting with your why at 39. Asan, I'm gonna call him the Prince of Perseverance, because my man came on here and was fighting through a power hour to get that word across. Pursuing your passion. That's right. I love it. Pele Hunkin, 27. All right, everybody. And the winner is Aaron Bailey, said 33. My brother Aaron said 33. Oh, and I was just about to announce the winner. Y'all, we have a winner, y'all. We have a winner. Let's get some drum roll. We have a winner. Aaron Bailey, you win because it is 34. 34. Andre, you almost had it. I'm sorry, Andre. If Aaron hit that 33 at the last minute, Andre, you almost had it. But he was 1 number off. So Aaron Bailey, my brother, who is also one of our contributing authors in the Power Talk, brother, you win the book. So Facebook message me your address, and I'm gonna get this out to you first thing Monday morning. It's coming right to you. First thing Monday morning. Congratulations, my brother. Throw some hearts up for Aaron. She could be hit that congratulations. There you go. All right. Okay, we are moving on, and I'm gonna put the Reverend Angie, thank you so much. Thank you so much for putting that up there. Remember that free course is for you. Obstacles to Opportunities, that is for you. And Pele said a heartfelt congratulations, because she's used to winning, Aaron. That's why she said that. She's said a heartfelt congratulations because she's used to winning. Everything she jumps in, she wins. I love it. So our next speaker coming to the stage, and I am excited to have my friend from the UK. My friend from the UK. My friend Amina Inspires. She is a multifaceted individual. Her journey started in a courtroom. She's an avid advocate for social mobility and empowerment. She has always stood boldly for other people, and now she stands boldly for herself as an elite mindset coach and Les Brown certified speaker. She is the CEO and co-founder of Refined Provisions, which is an international leadership institute for entrepreneurs and leaders to serve in their gifts through programs, course creation, and coaching. And over the past year, she has worked closely with the great connector John Tellerico as an inner circle consultant and coaching clients on how to achieve a quantum leap in their success. Her role as a global peace ambassador for the United Peace Federation enables Amina to help people find inner alignment. She also works with the Commonwealth Entrepreneurs Club, focusing on creating greater collaboration in competitive spaces. Her vision is simple, and her mission is clear: to bring out the best in you and to bring the best of you to life. She dreamed a dream, and it has come true. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like for you to welcome my sister to the stage, and hopefully she has a camera ready to roll with me. And Amina, let's see if you got your camera ready. Are you with me? She's having some camera difficulties, and I'm gonna hide her back until she gets her camera on. So here's what I want you to do. Family that's on here, I need you to do something for me. I need you to put a word in there, a word or two in there about how this summit is inspiring you right now. Just throw a couple of encouraging sentences up in there. If you are being encouraged by this summit, throw those hearts up and throw some words up there. There you go. And we have two more speakers coming to the stage. Actually three, and one you may know, myself. So we're going to have Amina talk about tapping into her inner greatness. And when I'm waiting for her to get her camera up and running, I know she may hear me, but I'm waiting for her to get her camera up and running. So Isan said resiliency. Yes, resiliency. We need to be resilient. We definitely need to be resilient because things happen. Things happen. Tough times come, but tough people hang in there. Tough times come, but tough people hang in there. Yes. Provocative and practical. Yes, we need a plan and we need to work our plan. Andrea, she tells us that is reminding me that we must keep going despite our circumstances. Yes. Angie, Ray, Dr. Angie says, touching my heart for sure. Yes. Making me think. Yes. I believe Amina may be having some technical difficulties. And I know we have another speaker who is coming up, and that will be Coach Tion Singletary. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if Amina is ready. And I believe she is. I think I see her camera coming on. I saw it come on for a while. Amina, if you can hear me, your camera did come on for a while. I'm going to put your background until it comes back up. And let me go back to my promotion of the free course, because I want you to be blessed, family. I want you to be blessed. I want you to realize that obstacles come to all of us. We all have obstacles, but I want you to know that obstacles come, but we can deal with any obstacle. We can overcome anything. So with that said, make sure that you connect with me in that regard. And Amina, Amina, you're having some technical difficulties because your camera keeps coming on and off and it's popping on and off. So with that being said, let me make a couple of announcements. Our newest project, the newest PowerTalk project, is PowerTalk Perspectives on Power, Passion, Perseverance, and Purpose. We have 20 authors who will be coming to you to bring their perspective on these topics of power, passion, perseverance, and purpose. Joe Kolar, our first speaker, is one of our authors. And Asan, who you just heard from, is one of our collaborating authors. So we are so thankful that we have them in their perspectives. And Power Talk is coming at you. Power Talk is coming at you. We have a lot that we're about to bring to you because we are going to touch the world. So with that being said, I'm going to see if Amina is ready. And Coach Tian, if you are on, please get ready, my friend, because you may be coming up. Amina, once again, you are still having some technical difficulties, and I am not able to get to you at the moment. So, family, I want to just say this to you. The reason that I have this platform is because speakers have to speak. Speakers have to speak. I want you to go to my Facebook page. I have a Facebook group called Power Talk Nation, Speak to Impact, because that's where we'll be sharing and collaborating about making sure that we are putting ourselves in position to speak, that we have to be that voice. We are robbing the world if we do not use our voice and tell our story. Somebody somewhere is waiting on their hope and their inspiration and their encouragement, and they're waiting for you to do it. They're waiting for you. So therefore, yes, I just got a message from Amina, says she's having technical issues with her camera. So my brother Coach Tian said he's going to get ready. So Tian, if you can get, we'll have Amina come on when she is able to. She says she'll try again. So Coach Tian, if you can go ahead and get ready. I see my brother right there. All right. And I'm getting some feedback from Coach Tian. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you on in here. All right. And I'm getting some feedback from Coach Tian. All right. Okay. So as Coach Tian gets ready, gets his camera ready, and gets everything ready, I just want to tell you that it is our job, it is our mandate to make sure that we inspire, encourage, and empower the world. That's our job. We have to encourage, inspire, and empower the world. You have no idea who you reach. And in this digital age, this virtual age where we can literally go across the globe, we can literally go across the world and reach people. We have no excuse. For those of us who are called to inspire, empower, and impact, we have no excuse because the platform has been laid out. The platform is available. Use your voice. Use your voice. You are called to impact the world. Use your voice. You are called to empower the world. Use your voice. You are called to inspire the nations. Use your voice. Lay aside everything that's an excuse. Lay aside all of that stuff and impact the world. Okay. All righty. So I'm going to wait for my friend Coach Tian to come on, and I'm waiting for Amina to come on. I'm seeing if I'm getting some feedback from either one of them, because Thank you, Andre. Yes, impact the world. Use your voice. Use your voice to impact the world. You have no idea. Let me tell you how deep this gets, family. In this Power Talk book anthology that we're putting together, we have authors from Canada, Slovakia, Israel, Ireland, as well as all over the United States. Slovakia, Israel, Canada, Ireland. Who would have thought that I put out a call for authors and we have people now all over the globe? Who would have thought? You don't know what you're capable of until you do it. You don't know what you are capable of until you go for it. I'm diving a little bit into my speech, but guess what? It is what it is. You have no idea how talented you are, how awesome you are, how great you are until you put it out into the tangible space of what's real. It has to come from out here, and you have to manifest that thing into this real tangible space. Think about it. From the chair you're sitting in, to the house you live in, to the car you drive, to the food you eat, it was somebody's idea. Everything you see is started with somebody's idea. My question is, why not you? Why not you? Yes, it can be you. So take that idea that you have, put it into this tangible space, speak those things that be not as though they were, and go at it. Make it happen. Do it today. Okay. I'm seeing a couple of I'm seeing a couple, but I'm not seeing your camera, sis. And Tian, I see you, my friend. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring you in as Amina gets her camera situation together. Hey, my brother, how are you? Hey, my friend, how you doing? I got you, Tian. Can you hear me? Because I can hear you. I got you.
There you go. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Absolutely.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
How you doing? Thank you, Coach.
I'm doing outstanding, man. I mean, I just came from a football game with some of my youth for the football, and I am hoarse right now. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta speak.
Listen, you've been doing this all week long. I've been seeing you on Facebook. You go to the Georgetown Bulldogs, right?
Yep, there you go. Yep, the Georgetown Junior Bulldogs.
Yeah, so see, at least you know I'm watching.
Appreciate you, my friend.
For sure. And guess what? That's just indicative of the world is watching us, man. You never know who's watching us. Exactly. So that's why it's good that we don't just get in character, we stay in character. And we do what God has put us on this planet to do. So, exactly. So brother, you're here to talk to us about the power of determination.
Yes.
And I am so glad. Let me give my boy a formal intro. And my coach, Tian Singletary, he is a South Carolina Army National Guard soldier, executive director with the John Maxwell team, and he's a prodigy of Les Brown. And Tian he brings this magnetic energy, inspiring you to live the best life you can. And Coach believes that you have the potential to be great. His passion is supporting driven leaders and speakers who desire personal, empowering coaching to gain a clarity so that they can lead with practical systems. He has served in the military for 17 plus years. Bro, I thank you for your service. I'm a former vet as well. And having led thousands of people to excellence with precision, Tian's coaching ability has developed into a useful, compassionate, and no BS way of helping people get what they want. He is known as the coach, coaching leaders to level up, coaching individuals to inspire their lives, coaching speakers to spark audiences, and coaching entrepreneurs for excellence. Tian's favorite saying is, you don't know what you don't know. And in order to go up, you must grow up. The power of choice is yours. So help me welcome everybody to Magnificent. He's also a #1 Amazon bestselling author, Coach Tian Singletary. My brother, thank you so much for being with us today. Thank you so much. And guess what? bro, the floor is yours.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. John Gray. Again, everybody, I apologize if I come a little raspy, but I naturally have a raspy voice because that's how God blessed me. And I use it as a gift, a tool to inspire and change lives in this world. So greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy, Coach Tion Singletary, the motivator of excellence. What an honor and a privilege it is to be here with you on today. And all honor goes to God, who is the head of my life. Again, thank you, John, for allowing us to be here and just providing this opportunity and platform to speak life into so many. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. I'm excited about the lives that's going to be touched just because of the speakers that were before me. And I have a path to run because the speakers that was before me was great. They were awesome. They were amazing. Their stories was inspiring. And I guarantee you, it impact millions. Yes, I said it. Millions. That's our goal in this life. And you gotta be determined about it. And if you haven't yet, make sure you get on your phone right now, like, love, care, share this broadcast right now, because someone needs to hear the stories from this Power Talk Summit. Someone in the world needs to be inspired. Someone in this world needs to be empowered. Someone in this world need a word of encouragement that will change their life. We want to multiply our reach in this virtual summit. So help us and like, love, care, and share right now on your feed, on your social media outlets, do some emails, do some texts too. Just get it out as many people as possible. Like my mentor, John Maxwell, would say, we have to be a river and not a reservoir. So I hope we all flow like water. That's Bruce Lee right there. Today, I was entrusted to talk about the power of determination. Like my friend Sid Onsley would say, determination determines destination. And I would like to start off with a story, my personal story of my own. Is that okay? Put okay in the chat box if you're okay with me sharing my personal story with you. Go ahead. I'm not gonna wait for you though, because I'm about to go into it right now. As a little boy, when I was in school, people looked down on me. Teachers called me names. Teachers in classroom told me that I was dumb because I couldn't read with the normal kids or like the normal kids. Even the doctor told me that I would not be able to run and play like normal kids because I was bow-legged, pigeon-toed, and I had asthma. One day, coming from the doctor's office, I was hopeless. I was sad. And my mother told me these profound words. Tion, you can be and do anything you want to be and do in life. You just have to want it bad enough. Work hard at it. Never give up. And always keep God first in every single thing that you do. Since that day, I started a movement. Something deep down inside of me was burning, a burning desire. Something was cooking up, my friends, in my core. And I began to receive the grit I needed to push forward towards the God-given destiny that God given me. That thing was determination. Yes, determination. I was determined to show everyone what I was made of or what I was made of. I was determined to show the teachers that I was smart, wise, and wonderfully made by God. I was determined to show and tell that doctor that he does not control my destiny and he does not have the last say, but my God does. So I began this journey on this new life of determination. And I began to share this burning desire by my action. Yes, there were some lessons I had to learn. And I'm going to teach you some lessons that I learned from this lesson. First thing, number one, be grateful for what you have now. Every morning I show up with gratitude to God. I share my gratitude to God. Sometimes I even write it down on paper. The greatest way to receive more in life is to be grateful for what you already have. I grew up in a poverty childhood, and I was wearing hand-me-down clothes and shoes all the time. Now, I wasn't grateful of having those clothes all the time. No. I would be lying to you if I say I did at an early age, because I really didn't know what grateful meant. Really, I didn't. But when I became older and I became a man, I realized I was fortunate to have the things that I had. And I had to become aware of that. And when I became aware of that fact, I show more gratitude every single day, because it could have been worse. But God, I was determined to be grateful for what I have. Are you? Number 2, study and practice hard. In the unscripted voices, they got a saying that we don't get ready, we stay ready. And you have to stay ready. You got to show yourself approval. And I want to share with you my 5 P's. Poor preparations promotes poor performance. In order to be the best, you got to study like the best. In order to be the best, you have to practice like the best. And in order for me to defeat my asthma issue, I had to be determined to fight on. Like they already been said, like Les Brown has said, if I can look up, I can get up. How true is that? So one time the doctor mentioned something to me that built my awareness. He said that if I build my lung capacity, I can combat the asthma. Why did he say that? Because that was my study time, y'all. I was studying, I was receiving the answer I need to solve my problem. I had an attentive ear. Come closer. Listen to me very carefully. I had an attentive ear because I knew what my purpose was. And my purpose was determined to defeat this asthma. So I began finding ways on how to be active. I played football in regulation football for the department for plenty of times. I played some basketball every day with my friends in the park. I just started doing things just to be more active. And one time, it was time for me to try to play basketball for the school in high school. And you know that you got to take a physical, right? So in order to play basketball, I had to take this physical. And during the physical, the doctor undiagnosed me from asthma. He could not explain it, but God. He had a better plan for me. I was no longer an issue of asthma because it was no longer on my record. So we have to study and practice hard for what we want. The third thing, you got to take action, my friends. The greatest multiplier of anything that we do in life is intentional action with determination. That's exactly what I had to do with my asthma issue. We have to just have faith. And look, we have all the faith in the world. But if we don't take action, which is works, how do we expect to receive the results we are looking for in life? Like the good book says, faith without works is dead. So take action, my friends, and be determined. And I'm about done, y'all. Yes, my story I share could be inspiring to some and maybe simple. However, if you apply these simple principles in your life will be changed. By doing this, you will receive these benefits. To apply the power of determination. And the benefits are this. You will have more confidence in yourself. You will be more competent in your actions. You will be able to inspire and influence others that you follow. And you will create the life you always wanted in this life. These are just some of the benefits, but just imagine the power you can have when you become determined about your calling. Now, that's not a topic by itself, and I don't have time for that, but I just want to say you have to be determined about your life, and you just got to take time and dig into it. But if you go to my podcast, TSLEWI, I do have a lesson about your purpose and how you go find it. So go check it out and be inspired to reach your greatness. Continue to be great at you and be great in the things that God has empowered you to be, do, and have in life. Exercise the power of determination and change your world. Coach Tion Singletary signing off.
Brother, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, man. I know what I'm getting with you, and that's a good thing. I know what I'm getting from my brother. I'm getting energy. I'm getting fire. I'm getting inspiration. And more than that, I'm getting that heart, bro. I'm getting this because I know where it's coming from. So, brother, thank you. And I know where you get it. I know where you get it.
All my help comes from the Lord.
But God. Boy, you sound like an AME preacher.
You know it.
Listen, my first pastorate was at an AME church. So I got AME roots, bro. You know how we get down.
Look at that. God is good.
All the time. And all the time. God is good.
Thank you, my friend. I love you. Thank you all. I hope everyone been inspired today.
Brother, thank you so much, man. And much love you too. Love you, bro. And thank you for what you brought to this summit, man. I truly appreciate you, man. Blessings, man of God. Amen, amen, amen. Coach Tion took us to church, y'all. Coach Tion took us to church. Wow, wow, wow. That's such a blessing. I have been blessed. And I got a message from my sister Amina Inspires, and guess what? I mean, it's okay because technical difficulties happen in this virtual space. That's one of the things that we've learned to deal with. But guess what? PowerTalk 4 is coming. PowerTalk 4 is coming in November. So guess what? And for those who are out there, if you are a speaker, and I remember my sister Andrea, and I put it out there at PowerTalk 2. I said, if you are a speaker, speakers need to speak. And she connected with me, and she was on this summit today, and she was outstanding. Now, guess what? What if she wouldn't have reached out to me and DM'd me? What if she'd have said, well, I don't know, but she did, and she was on this summit today. Speakers speak. So I'm letting you know, if you are a speaker, connect with me, because this is a platform where speakers have to hone their craft. You must, as a speaker, hone your craft. And guess what? People say to me all the time, well, Dr. Gray, thank you for your uplifting speech. I said, do you know I work on my craft up to this very day? I don't take for granted that, okay, this is a gift God gave me, and guess what? I can rest on some laurels. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The Bible says, don't think of yourself more highly than you are. And that's wrong. We all have to have space to hone our craft. And that's what Power Talk Nation is about. Putting speakers out into the world who is going to impact, empower, inspire, and encourage. That's what we're about. I need you to throw those hearts up. What's up, Kevin Taylor? You better get yourself ready, because you're gonna be in the next Power Talk Summit, brother. You better get yourself ready. Talk about amen. You better go ahead and get ready. Look at me. I'm just dragging people into Power Talk. Listen, I'm all about listen, you have no idea. You may be that specific voice that people are waiting for. You may be that specific voice that somebody's waiting for. The person who will tune out Dr. Gray, they may connect with your voice. The person who may tune you out may connect with Andrea Adams. The person who won't listen to Andrea Adams may listen to Joe Kolar. You get where I'm coming from? You see, we're here for a specific purpose, season, and reason. And the person that may not resonate with me, because I may not be everybody's cup of tea, but as long as I'm Angie Gray's Lipton, I'm good, y'all. I'm just saying. Might not be everybody's cup of tea, but as long as I'm Dr. Angie's Lipton, I'm good. But all jokes aside, you're here to reach certain people, but you got to put your voice out there to do it. Go to my Facebook page, Power Talk Nation, Speak to Impact. Join the group, and let's change this world together. That's why we add the word nation, Power Talk Nation, because we're about a movement to encourage, inspire, and empower. Throw those hearts up if you hear what I'm talking about right now. Good. Angie Ray, come on in here, because now I got to put you to work. Come on in here, Angie Ray. Got to put you to work. Throw those hearts up if you hear me. We got one more speaker, y'all. We got one more speaker. That happens to be me. If you're ready, say, Dr. John, I'm ready. Put in the comments, because I'm going to go when you're ready. I'm going to go when you're ready. If you're ready, say, Dr. John, I'm ready. If you're ready for this last one, say, Dr. John, I'm ready. I want to show you something real quick. I want to show you a little little intro that I'm going to do here.
Hey family, how you doing out there? This is Dr. John Gray, your professor of positivity. I just want to let you know that there's something I want to drop in your spirit. Your passion.
Somebody asked, why did you add a hat to a suit outfit? Because it says champion. And it takes a little more to be a champion. So therefore, if I think like a champion, therefore I am. If I process like a champion, therefore I am. If I meditate on being a champion, therefore I am. As you think, so are you. When you walking in your truth, when you walking in your boldness, when you walking in your power, after a time has passed, folks gonna say, I guess that's who they are. So you keep hanging, you keep plugging, you keep climbing, you keep moving mountains, because the Bible says that if you have the faith of a grain of a mustard seed, you can move a mountain. What's up, everybody? This is your man, the Professor of Positivity, Dr. John Gray, and I thank you so much for being here today. I want to just give a shout out to all of our speakers who came on here. Joe Kolar. Thank you to my good friend Andrea Adams. Thank you to Joanna Brickaclyer. Thank you to Asan Esme. Thank you to Tion Singletary. And guess what? Amina Muhammad, our hearts with you. Amina inspires because, technical difficulties happen to all of us. But guess what? You are slotted for PowerTalk 4. My sister, because I know the story that you have. I know your heart. And the world needs to hear that. And you are slotted for PowerTalk 4 already. So go ahead and let us go ahead and begin. And what I want to tell you today is I want to remind you to connect with your champion DNA. Connect with your champion DNA. I want you to throw those hearts up for me because you know me, I like being interactive. See, I learned kinesthetically. I learned by body language, and because we're in this virtual space, we don't have that right now. So I'm feeling you through your energy that's coming through this virtual space. So throw those hearts up because I want to remind somebody to connect with your champion DNA. And I want to throw 3 C's at you. See, normally, I come at you with my champion acronym, and then I ended up with throwing my hat on saying it takes a little more to be a champion. So I'm going to hold off on that for a little bit. But what I want to do is I want to talk to you about 3 C's. 3 C's to connect you and keep you connected to your champion DNA. The first thing I want you to understand is that when it comes to connecting with your champion DNA, you have to commit. You have to commit. You have to say, I'm going to be all in. I want you to type in the chat, I'm all in. I'm all in. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you a little bit about me. You see, because people see the doctor in front of my name and they think that my journey has been this silver spoon ride. And I was listening to Tion Singletary talk about his upbringings, and I was saying, oh my goodness, I can relate. And there's this song that's written by Grandmaster Flash in the Furious 5 back in the day called The Message. And the lyrics kind of went something like this: broken glass everywhere, people pissing on the corner, they just don't care. I can't stand the noise, got no money to move out, I guess I got no choice. And I was like, oh my goodness, that is my theme music, because that's how I grew up, in abject poverty. When I lost my mother to breast cancer at 7 years old, going from foster home to foster home, I realized early on that if I wanted better for myself, then I was going to have to do something different. And with all due respect to people who are living in situations of dire poverty, because it is a problem, I can recall vividly when I would walk through the streets of Newark and I would say, I'm better than this. I'm better than this. Now, mind you, I wasn't saying I was better than anybody. I was saying, John Gray, I don't want this for myself. You see, I knew what it was like to not have a family. Because when my mother passed and we went to foster home, all of my brothers and sisters, we were split up and separated. And to this very day, we never shared the same roof. We never had Thanksgivings together. We never had birthdays together. We never had Christmas together. So I was saying with my 13 and 14 and 15-year-old self, when I was looking at the poverty of the west side of Newark, I was saying, when I have a family of my own, it's not going to go down like this. I'm better than this. Keeping in mind, I was speaking for John Gray. I wasn't speaking for people who were living in a certain situation and certain circumstances. I was speaking for myself. I'm better than this. And by saying I'm better than this, mean I had to commit. I had to commit to wanting better. I had to commit to being better. I had to commit to focusing better. I couldn't let my circumstances dictate my movement. Yes, I lived in shelters when I was in high school, and people were worrying about the prom and worrying about this and worrying about that with their 16, 17-year-old selves. I was worrying about the fact that I was signing in and out of a shelter in high school. But I stayed committed because I said I'm better than that. When I got to Stockton University as a 17-year-old, my caseworker, she came up on my 18th birthday. She handed me a check for $332 and said, good luck with the rest of your life, and turned around and walked out the door. No money except for $332. How far that's going to go? No family resources. But I was committed. I stayed committed and focused on the bigger picture because I said, I'm better than this. So I had a choice to make at that moment. I was either going to sink or I was going to swim. I said, John Edward Gray, you are going to swim. My friends, I want to put this in your spirit right now. Life is not going to open up this golden road for you simply because you got goals and good intentions. Life is filled with hardships. Life is going to have obstacles. Life is going to have hurdles. Life is going to have circumstances, but you have to stay committed. You have to be bought in. You have to be sold out. I wanted a college degree because I saw that as my way out. And I committed myself, regardless of all the things I did not have. By the way, I want to share something with you because I'm that same dude. I keep receipts around me. This says John and Larry Schoolwork 1982. And in this packet is my retention letter. Yes, I got left back in 8th grade. In this file is a progress report where a teacher says, I am thoroughly disgusted with John. But when you're committed, that means you're committed to believing in yourself. I have a newsflash for you. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Simply because you got goals and dreams, don't think everybody's going to believe in you. Even people who clap with you don't think they're clapping for you all the time. The first commitment that you have to make is to yourself. You have to say to myself, I got this. No matter what I got to fight through, I got this. No matter what I got to deal with, I got this. There's a song by George Benson back in the day that carried me through a lot of the stuff I was going through. The greatest love of all. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'll live as I believed. Because no matter what they take from me, guess what? They can't take my dignity. Know why? Because the greatest love of all is inside of me. You have to be committed. You have to be committed to yourself. You have to be committed to your goals. You have to be committed to your purpose. You have to be committed to yourself. You can't play yourself short. Stop playing the background. You wasn't designed for that. The Bible says you were fearfully and wonderfully made. We are so unique that we have a DNA all to ourselves. We have fingerprints that are uniquely our own. You have to be committed to why you are here. Commit. Secondly, connect. Do you know that we are the composite of our 3 to 5 closest friends? I'm going to say that again. We are the sum composite of our 3 to 5 closest friends. Now, I'm going to say this unapologetically, and I'm not taking this back. When you have a destiny to take hold of, there are some folk that you're going to have to say goodbye to. Let me say this again. Buckle your seatbelt, buckle your seatbelt. You can get to where you need to get to, carrying around the luggage of everybody's dead weight and expectations that don't see the bigger picture in mind. You can't take everybody with you. You have to put yourself in the company of like-minded individuals. You have to connect with like-spirited people. You have to be careful who you align yourself with. Now, I want to say something to all the people who want to be the smartest people in the room. Because I'm talking to my younger self, because I always thought that I was going to be the smartest person in the room. It's not for me to be the smartest person in the room. I want to be the person in the room who gets pushed by the other smart people in the room. I want to be the person who gets encouraged by the other smart people in the room. I want to be the person who gets inspired by the other smart people in the room. I have no desire to be the smartest person in the room. As a matter of fact, family, if I'm the smartest person in the room, I'm in the wrong room. Let me tell you a lesson I learned. And there's a brother named Tracy who I haven't seen in about 30 years. And I remember when I got to campus with my arrogant self, because I thought I was smart and I thought I knew a little bit of something. And we used to have these little debates in the little atrium at Stockton. And we would watch the seniors, juniors, and the seniors go at it. So I decided to take my little freshman self up in there. And I started with, well, I think. And Tracy stood up and he said, wait. We're not here to talk about what you think. Nobody cares about what you think. What do you know and what can you back up? And I sat my little freshman self down and I said, at this point on, if I want to be a part of this conversation, I'm going to connect myself with people who are about this conversation life. And therefore, I'm going to up my game. I'm going to grow my skill set. You see, when you want to step your game up, you got to be around people who make you step your game up. If you want to reach for something higher, you got to get around people who make you go higher. You cannot hang around chickens and you call yourself an eagle. You cannot hang around chickens and you want to soar like an eagle. Because chickens cannot go to a place where eagles can go. If you want to be an eagle, then you got to hang around other eagles. If you want to be great, you got to hang around other great people. If you want to be awesome, you got to connect yourself with other awesome people. If you want to go to the pinnacle, then you got to go to the people who've been to the pinnacle and people who want to go to the pinnacle. Stop hanging around people who will stunt your growth, who will stunt your purpose, who will stunt your development just because you're comfortable being around them. Change your circle, change your trajectory. Change your circle, change your purpose. Change your circle, change your destiny. So you have to commit to your purpose. You have to connect to those who help you get to your purpose. And lastly, you have to go conquer. You have to conquer. One of my favorite quotes, Alexander the Great: fortune favors the bold. Fortune favors the bold. If you want to dream a bold dream and you want to reach a bold goal, then you got to go at it with boldness. Fortune favors the bold. You got to have a carpe diem mindset. Carpe diem means seize the day. Now, here's what I want to tell you about conquering. We call it C-type goal in TIR for my thinking to results family. But you got to be bold enough to look that scary dream in the eye and say, I'm coming for you. You got to be bold enough to look that scary goal in the eye, that scary dream that you have that you want manifested, and say, oh, I'm coming. I'm coming for you. And I'm coming with a boldness where I can't be denied. Let me tell you what boldness gets you. When I wrote my first book, quit was not an option. I knew I had a hard upbringing, but I said to myself, wait a minute, let me go to the genesis of where I really came from. So I did a little research on my family. And my family comes from Waynesboro, Georgia, on my father's side, and they come from Virginia on my mother's side. So on my father's side, I went to the census and I looked up I looked at my grandfather, my great grandfather and grandmother. And I come from a family of laborers, according to the 1920 and 1930 census. Now, what that means essentially is they were sharecroppers. They were sharecroppers. I come from a family of sharecroppers, y'all. I'm the second in my family behind my brother Larry to graduate high school. I'm the first to get a college degree. I literally had the nerve to not want to get a bachelor's degree, but I had the audacity to want to get a master's degree. And not only that, family, I had the nerve to want to take it further and go get a doctorate degree. But let me be clear. I never saw anybody in my family with a cap and gown on. I didn't go to any college commencements. I didn't see any degrees hanging on the wall. I never saw anybody get these things. I never saw this happen. But writing this book, I learned a lot about myself. Here's what I learned. That if I want something, I have to go get it. Nobody's going to give it to me. Nobody's going to hand it to me. I have to go get it. And here's what I want you to understand. Most people want somebody's heaven, but they don't want the hell that it takes to go through to get what they perceive to be somebody's heaven. You have to face your adversities. You have to face your mountains. You have to face your trials with confidence and boldness. Fortune favors the bold. Go get it. What is it that you want? Go get it. Let me tell you a funny story with me and my greedy self. I remember going to my aunt's house, and I love going to my aunt's house, my Aunt Maddie's house, because she always had cookies. And she had cookies, and I knew what the cookies were. They were in a jar on top of the refrigerator. And I would ask her, Aunt Maddie, can I go have some cookies? And she would say to me, you won't get it sitting there. Somebody already knew where I'm going. She would say to me, you won't get it sitting there. That was my permission to get up and go get it if I wanted it. She was saying to me, if you are waiting for me to give it to you, I guess, son, you ain't gonna have no cookies today. If you're waiting on me to give it to you, you know where the cookies are. I'm clearing you with the permission to go get them. You won't get them sitting there. You know that dream you're dreaming? You won't get it just sitting there. You know that goal that you want? You won't get it just sitting there. You know those aspirations that you have? You ain't gonna get it just sitting there. You know that thing that you want so bad? That thing you want to accomplish so much? You won't get it just sitting there. I am charging you with the task of getting up and getting after it regardless. Now, here's what I want to share before I close. I want to close on this. Because most people, they wait for everything to be in line before they move. They wait for all the stars to line up. They wait for everything to be in place. They wait for their websites to be perfect. They wait for this to be perfect. They wait for everything to be all good before they move on something. You know, I teach organizational leadership, and we have this thing where we call building a plane on the way down. That means that you just launch yourself out there. It takes a faith in yourself to launch yourself out there when everything ain't right. It takes a faith to launch yourself out there when everything ain't all lined up and the stars aren't aligned. It takes an audacious belief in yourself to put yourself out there and knowing that everything ain't picture perfect, but guess what? I'm going anyway. My life wasn't picture perfect. I said, but I'm going to college anyway. My background ain't picture perfect, but I'm going to get a master's degree anyway. My life wasn't picture perfect, but I want a doctorate degree anyway. My background wasn't all that, but guess what? I want to be a college professor one day. And because I kept going after those things, this same kid, me, who was homeless on the campus of Stockton University, begging my friends to steal food out the in-wing cafeteria so that I could eat. Guess what, y'all? Because I was committed, because I kept my connections to my purpose, and because I kept a conquering mindset, my children now go to college tuition free. My children don't have to worry about college tuition because I put in that grind work. I kept to my purpose. I stayed committed. I stayed connected to my goal. My goal never left my sight. And I had a carpe diem mindset. I don't let anything get in the way between me and my purpose. And that's what I want for you today. Don't let nothing get in the way between you and your purpose. You tap into that champion DNA. You get your champion mindset on. You get that champion mindset. And you go out there and you conquer the known world. You conquer everything that you set out to do. You make it happen. Lay aside every excuse. Lay aside everything that wants to come in front of you as an obstacle. You lay aside all of that stuff. And you say to yourself, look in the mirror and say, I got this. I got this. Block out all that noise. Naysayers, doubters, haters, whatever you want to call them. And you say, I got this. Why? Because I got a champion in my DNA. Family, thank you so much for being a part of this Power Talk Summit. Here's what I want you to do for me. I want you to walk in your greatness. I want you to walk in your purpose. I want you to walk in your powers. I want you to stick out your chest. I want you to straighten up your shoulders. And I want you to get your mindset on champion things. I want you to set your sights on the highest goals that you want. And look those goals in the face and say, I got this. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I got this. I want that to be your mantra. I got this. I hope this summit has been a blessing to you. Once again, thank you to all my speakers. And I want you to share this on your platform and just let somebody know that there's inspiration out there and Power Talk Nation is bringing it to you. And also we will be, in this spring, we'll be coming live. So we got live things coming, but right now we're going to spread the word through this virtual media. Thank you so much. God bless you, family. Have a wonderful, outstanding, blessed day. Take care. Love you all.